Hello everyone, welcome to Paranormal and Spiritual World. Today we will talk about whether spiritual knowledge is important for us or materialistic knowledge, or both are important for us. If we see how our society is working, we are more and more focusing on materialistic knowledge. From the start itself, the child is being taught and generally you can say we mind condition each and every child to learn about the materialistic world, the materialistic environment. Even when you see any chart of a child studying in LKG or UKG, what you will notice, there are denominations of alphabets describing A for apple, B for bat, C for cat, D for dog. um, so what the child is learning from the start itself, he or she is learning about the goods which we generally use in our life, how things work, how society works, how manufacturing is happening, each and everything related to our materialistic life. From the start to the end, even the jobs are being granted on that basis only. Some is going into art, some in engineering, some in medical field, some in technical field. So everything is taught according to materialistic life, materialistic assets. So there is no spiritual knowledge at all. There may be little bit spiritual knowledge given by parents or by visiting any temple or any kind of religious place, but the kind of spiritual knowledge which is really required for each of us in order to know our conscious, in order to understand ourselves, in order to know our reality of life, in order to know who we are, in order to know the purpose of life, is not given in any school, in any college. It is not given to anyone. I don't know why this thing is going on, that we are getting away from our own conscious, we are getting away from our own spiritual self, we are getting away from God, we are getting away from our own soul. We all are becoming machines with the aim of just earning money and generating materialistic assets in shape of immovable or movable properties. And the whole aim goal is revolving around these subjects and objects only, that I should have good car, I should have so many gadgets, I should have a big house, only this thing, I should have good clothes. There's no consciousness towards God, that I should be focusing on, that I should know myself, I should know my karma, for what purpose I am born, what are the aims which are really required to fulfill this conscious, who is God, why I'm into this religion, why I should do humanity. Nobody is questioning about these questions. Nobody's having that quest to know themselves or any kind of thing related to spiritual knowledge. So there is a lack of lot of spiritual knowledge and a very high evidence of materialistic knowledge. So a balance is really needed in order to make human a human, because this, due to this dominating nature of materialistic knowledge, we have just came into you can say, this is the kind of life which we are living, where nobody's considering anyone as a human. We all are using people, we are using each other for objects, for non-living things, hurting each other, because we do not realize the value of life, we do not realize the value of soul, we do not realize the value of the body, we do not realize the value of the God, because we have been taught to live for materialistic things, to live for materialistic assets, to live for immovable and movable property, and we all are having in love with all these as non-living things, because we ourselves are treating ourselves as just a body who is just working after, running after these things. And this is the worst scenario where we all are living. It is really important to understand yourself, your own soul, your own conscious. So there is a great need of spiritual knowledge. Spiritual knowledge is not religious knowledge, so don't mix them up. It's completely different from that religion concept. It's about understanding yourself, it's about understanding nature, it's about understanding human beings, understanding animal kingdom, living and let living others, and preaching humanity, doing good karma, realizing consciousness, having faith on God, having faith on ourselves, and being kind to everyone, being generous to everyone, having the tendency of not hurting others. So this thing can only be generated by spiritual knowledge. So it is really, really important that spiritual knowledge should be guided either by parents, or a kind of scenario should be constructed so that apart from this materialistic knowledge, spiritual knowledge is also given to people, so that they may also realize their own spiritual conscious apart from being a slave of materialistic world. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I've already uploaded this video in Hindi language, so you can browse the same in the below link. Thank you so much. For any consultancy, you can go through my website. The link is given over there.